Welcome to Northwest Profiles, a look at people, places, and events of interest in the inland Northwest.
Architectural landmarks lining the streets, paying tribute to a time gone by, to many a romantic period when life was perceived less complicated. This was Strathcona. Incorporated as a town in the Northwest Territories in 1899, the small community was populated primarily by immigrants traveling west by train in the late 1890s to early 1900s. Located just south of the North Saskatchewan River and the city of Edmonton, Alberta, Strathcona quickly grew into a bustling community. The Calgary and Edmonton Railway's placement of the end of steel on the south side of the river made the town the final destination of the railway line. Whyte Avenue quickly became the commercial center, while the town of Strathcona grew around it. A struggle ensued between the two cities with respect to which would be the predominant community. The issue was finally settled by the Transcontinental Canadian Northern Railway line by their eventual bypassing of Strathcona in favor of Edmonton. After the Second World War in the 1940s and 50s, shops and businesses began moving to Edmonton, and Strathcona began to slide downhill, becoming just another commercial strip in a large city. Today, through the work of the Old Strathcona Foundation, the community survives and flourishes by establishing a heritage conservation area with the boundaries of the city of Strathcona as it existed prior to the amalgamation of 1912 with the city of Edmonton. A planned freeway project designed to run through the Strathcona community spurred the formation of a historical society in 1973, which became a predecessor to the nonprofit foundation formed in 1974. Executive Director Don Belanger.
In the early 70s, the street was dirty, it was dilapidated, and wasn't really a place you wanted to be. And what the foundation's gone and done with the help of many in the area has taken it to a new level and turned it into a place where people want to be with people. The people that visit the area are impressed considerably by the fact that on a Saturday, for instance, in the summer, on a nice Saturday, you can walk down the street and with the hustle and bustle of the people, you see people sitting having coffee in the cafes. You can explore unique shops and boutiques, or you can actually go through and examine the unique architecture that is on the street and that represents the development of Western Canada.
Some of the sites include the Princess Theatre, built in 1915, the first vaudeville theatre in Edmonton, and, according to the paper of the day, one of the grandest structures in Western Canada. Today, the theatre is still considered by some to be one of the premier repertory theatres in Western Canada. The Dominion Hotel across the street is a replicated version of the original. At the turn of the century, it served as lodging for train travelers, while doubling notoriously as a brothel. The hotel also was a place for people to get established before heading north to Homestead. One of the oldest structures on Whyte Avenue is the Hub Cigar, built in 1893.
It's interesting when you look at that particular structure, there's been a lot of work done to try and keep it up. It leans one way one year and then it leans another. It's a beautiful example of prairie architecture at the turn of the century.
Today, Old Strathcona caters to many in a special way.
How much are those?
$1 a bunch.
Oh, get another one. Oh, square. How's that?
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah. Sure.
The farmers market, open on Saturdays year-round, invites a sense of community to people shopping for area fruits, vegetables, and handmade items. In August, the area celebrates a unique festival.
Fringe is one of the biggest draws to the area as far as events go. It's a theater festival which happens in mid to late August. People in general get an opportunity to check out alternate theater at the same time that they might not normally go to.
Silliness on Whyte Avenue appears to be infectious for many on Canada Day, with the Silly Summer Parade.
The entries are wild because of the fact that people take ideas that they hear about, they play with words, expressions, and they turn into something of an entry. And they're very innovative. And I think it's probably one of the silliest parades, silliest activities one can ever participate in. And we celebrate it in a silly fashion, no question.
All told, it's estimated there is a $6 to $10 million annual financial reward for the city of Edmonton through the direct and indirect work of the foundation and other groups.
That speaks strongly for the fact that people question sometimes what sort of impact can heritage have on a community. And I'd have to look them point blank in the eye and say no. I think that it has a great impact, and those numbers clearly show that. And we're quite proud of the fact that not only are we, to some people, brick lovers, if you want to call us that, we're also, to some degree, business oriented, and we know that there has to be some economic spin-off for things like Old Strathcona to continue. And it's been very successful that way for those involved.
Old Strathcona has gone full circle. The community has survived, thanks to the foundation that was formed to save it.
A lot of people we find have said to us, they're happy to see a place like Strathcona because in larger cities, urban centers like Edmonton, there aren't many places like this left. What's happening is that they're being either forced to change because people are going to the suburbs and not coming back to the center of the city after Friday afternoon because they're all wanting to go home. But the beauty of Strathcona is the fact that we look at it as the soul of the city. And I know downtown is the heart. The soul of the city is as important as the heart because of the fact that you need to have a sense of who you are. And that's what Strathcona is.
If you have a topic for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington, 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.